It's Miss Shaw.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Burkle.
My name is Miss Bailey.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Middlebrook, but you guys can call me Miss M.
Hi, second graders. My name is Miss Hickman, and I am so excited to be your summer reading teacher.
Hey guys, it's me, Miss Nieves. Thank you for joining me today.
Hello, my sweet friends. My name is Miss Middlebrook, and I am a second grade teacher at one of our fantastic schools in our Orange County Public Schools school district. And I am so excited to be taking this journey over the next 4 weeks through these videos. But something kind of cool. You're not just going to be hanging out with me. I have a teaching assistant, and his name is Squirtle, and Squirtle will be helping us through our video lessons. He'll be helping us figure out some answers, and you'll get to see him participate in our fun activities we're going to be doing through these videos. And Squirtle is so excited to be back, helping me teach, participating in fun activities, and we are so excited to start off our first activity by going over a 3-digit number and figuring out the place value of a 3-digit number, which is the ones place, tens place, and hundreds place. So, Squirtle, are you ready to start this activity and this lesson? Yes? Well then, let's go! Throughout my videos, we are going to do a thing called mirrors on. And when I say mirrors on, you'd say mirrors on, and you will repeat everything I say until I say mirrors off. So let's do an example. Mirrors on. Miss Middlebrook is so cool. Mirrors off. Oh, thank you guys. Squirrel, they think I am so cool. Instead of just saying the boring word value, we're going to chant it. So, mirrors on. Value, 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 value. Mirrors off. So, when I say value, I am going to be chanting it 4 times, even if I don't put mirrors on. Just so that way you can remember when we say the word value, 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 you are going to remember what the packet or Miss Middlebrook is asking you to find. Let's go ahead and figure out the values of each place value. Now, when you are doing this, you're going to start in what place do you think? Are we going to start in our ones place, or should we start in our tens place? What do you think, Squirtle? We're going to start in our hundreds place, okay? So looking at our hundreds, we know we have 200 blocks. And when we're figuring out the value, we are figuring out how many ones are in this big old 100 block, all snuggled together, ready to take a nap. They're giving each other a big hug. How many do you think are in 100 block? 100, very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and look, I'm gonna flip that over. And now, since we know that one 100 block has a value of 100, we know another one has a value of 100 too. But, oh, Squirtle, Squirtle, we have 200 blocks here. How do we find the value of these 200 blocks? What do? We add? What do we add? What do we add? We add the 200 blocks together. Thank you, Squirtle. Oh, Miss Middlebrook just got nervous because I didn't know. Thank you, Squirtle, so much. So I'm going to add my 100 plus 100 to get my value of the 200s. So what is 100 plus 100? 200. Fantastic job. And I'm going to write a 200 nice and big down there. Very good. Moving on to our tens place. What do you think the value is of one of these 10 blocks? So how many 1 blocks are hugging or snuggling all together in one of these 10 blocks? 10 ones, very good. And then we have a value of 10. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write a 10 down here to represent my value of the 110 block. Now let's go ahead and move on to our ones place. And our ones place, I see that we have 2 ones, right? How do you think that you can figure out the value of our ones place? How do you think that we can do this? Squirtle, do you have any ideas? Okay. He says it has something to do with adding like we did for our hundreds and tens place. So what are we adding then, Squirtle? Okay. Well, Squirtle agrees and he said that we should be adding our ones together. So we have 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So our value in our ones place is 2. Very good.
We actually are not finished just yet. So you see the values that I have here that we just went over, the 200 value in the hundreds place, the 10 value in the tens place, and the value of 2 in the ones place. We need to write this correctly, which then will be later talked about, which is expanded form. And how you write this, you have to add in an addition sign between each of your values, because when we are using expanded form, we are taking a number in standard form or number form and expanding it to make it into an addition problem. Because if you add 200 plus 10 plus 2, you get the sum of 212. Now you are good to go.
Let's look at our hundreds place, right, Squirtle? Now, let's ask our friends, how many hundreds do we have in our number 425 by just looking at the number in standard form? How many do you think we have in this number? 4, very good. So I'm going to write 4 here. Now, how many tens do you think you have in this number here in standard form? How many of these 10 blocks do you think we have? 2. Very good. You're doing awesome. So we're going to write a 2 here. And then last but not least, our itty bitty 1 place. How many ones do you think we have in this number? What do you think? What do you think, Squirtle? He says 5. Did you say 5? Because 5 is correct. Awesome job. So we have 5. Before we go into finding the value, give me a thumbs up if you understand how we found the hundreds, tens, and ones in our number here. Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. So we can go ahead and move to the value, and I want to start here in my ones place, or should I start at my hundreds place? Very good. Now, if I have 4 of these 100 blocks, what is 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100? You got it. 400. Fantastic. So I'm gonna write 400 here. Now, from what we remember about a 10 block having a value of 10, how many ones, or what is my value of 2 of these? What is 10 plus 10 equals? You got it. 20. Awesome job. So I'll write a 20 here. And then last but not least, let's go to our ones place. How many ones do we have? How many do you think? How many of these little squares do we have? 5. Awesome, you got it. You are doing fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a 5 here. We have already started working with writing the number in what's called expanded form. And that's when you take a number that's in standard form, like 425, and we expand or make it bigger. We make it into an addition sentence. How cool is that? So how you do this, you wrote your values, we put plus signs in between here, and then we put an equal sign, and it equals 425. How awesome. Squirtle, I think it's time for them to think of their own numbers. Didn't they do such a great job at figuring out the hundreds, tens, and ones place? So I want you to think about a number that has a 5 in your hundreds place. So think of any number that pops in your head that has a 5 in your hundreds place. Think about it, and now say it to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome job. My number that I thought about, and I think Squirtle might agree, is my example that popped up into my head was 532. That was the first number that popped up into my head that had a 5 in that hundreds place. Great job. You did an incredible job at figuring out the different place values, ones, tens, and hundreds place, telling me how many ones, tens, and hundreds there are in a number, and telling me the value of those place values. You can go ahead and you can practice with a partner like I had with Squirtle. In your week 1 packet, there's an activity called representing numbers with 4 blocks. And you have these cutouts of base 10 blocks that you get to pull out of a hat. You get to say how many hundreds, tens, and ones that you have in the number you pulled out. It is so much fun. Go enjoy. Go have fun either doing it by yourself or a partner like I had Squirtle for my lesson today. And until next time, have so much fun and great job again. Bye. Welcome back. Squirtle and I are so excited that you're back. We have another fun video, another fun activity. But if you don't remember, my name is Miss Middlebrook. And remember, if you did the mirrors on in our last video, you think I'm pretty cool, right, Squirtle? Well, today we are moving to a brand new learning goal, and we're going to be talking about skip counting. And skip counting is being able to count forwards and backwards by a number other than 1. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a really fun activity, so get ready. We are going to have so much fun, right, Squirtle? And let's get started. Woohoo! I want to start off by singing a song. So remember, when I say mirrors on, you are repeating what I sing. So, mirrors on. I am a frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. I'm going to jump by 2s, by 5s, by 10s. What am I going to jump by? I am a frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Mirrors off. Awesome job! We have a special guest. His name is Skip Count Frog. Now, Skip Count Frog is going to make our jumps from lily pad to lily pad as we fill out our numbers when we are skip counting. Now, Skip Count Frog wants to start right up here before he jumps on the lily pad. He is on the land, but he wants to make his very first jump. We have a problem. Skip Count Frog is over here, starting on land, but his goal is to get to Squirtle. So he has to make all of these jumps to get to Squirtle. You have to help him because he's so nervous. He wants to be by his best friend. Are you ready to help Skip Count Frog? Are you ready? I'm ready. So, we are starting with the number 28. And Squirtle, what do you think we should skip count by? He thinks we should skip count by 2s, okay? So, in case you forget, we have the number 2 right here, and that's what we're skip counting by. So, starting with 28, what would be our next number in our group of numbers if we're skip counting by 2? This is called your 120 chart, and you actually have this in your week 1 packet that you can get out and use if you need help. Grab your 120 chart, put your finger on the number 28, and make 2 jumps. Or, what's 28 plus 2? Tell me your answer. 30, very good. So I am going to write the number 30, and then let's go ahead and make our ribbit jump, ribbit, and we're gonna move Skip Count Frog over to 30. Now, what is our next number on our number line? 32, Skip Count Frog, they're doing so good. You're gonna get to Squirtle. Squirtle, you're not gonna be alone. You guys are doing so good. So guess what? We're gonna write the number 32 right here. And Skip Count Frog's gonna make his ribbit jump. Awesome job. So now what would be our next number? If we're skip counting by 2s, what number would come after 32? is it 31? You disagree? So tell me what number it should be then. Tell me what number. 34? Oh, I am sorry. I don't know why I thought it was 31. We are skip counting by twos. Very good. So I'm gonna write the number 34. And let's make our ribbit jump and move skip count frog over. Now, what number comes next? What is 34 plus 2? Tell me your answer. What answer did you get? 36. Wow, you all are doing awesome. Let's make our ribbit jump. And we're moving skip count frog over to 36. This is the last jump. You are so close, you are so close. What is the number? Tell me. 38. So I am gonna write the number 38. We are going to make our ribbit jumps. Let's move skip count frog over. Did he reach Squirtle? Did he do it? Yes, thank you guys for helping. Oh my, are you guys so excited? They're back together. They're so happy. The best friends are, they are so happy. And thank you for helping Skip Count Frog get from land all the way to these lily pads. Back over to Squirtle. We have another problem. So, Skip Count Frog went ahead and he already made a little jump to our first lily pad, and he said he wanted that number to be 90. Okay? Squirtle wants us to skip count by 5s, so I have it written here in case you forget. But the problem is that Skip Count Frog was already on his very first lily pad. But he wants to go back to land to get a snack. He's hungry. He wants some chips. What else do you want? Cookies, some ice cream. So he wants to make a hop back to land. Now, if we're skip counting by 5s and we're adding every time we go forward, aren't we subtracting when we go backwards? Give me a thumbs up if we're subtracting. Good job. Yes, we are subtracting. So then what is 90 minus 5? Or put your finger on the chart and make 5 jumps forward or backward. Backward. Tell me your answer. 85, very good. Skip Count Frog, you can go back to land. Go grab your snack. Skip Count Frog, are you ready now? Did you eat your snack? Are you ready to go? Yeah. Are you all done with your chips? Okay, so you're full. Are you ready to get to Squirtle now? Well then, let's go, Skip Count Frog. Silly goose. Now that Skip Count Frog decided to come back after he ate all of his chips, let's go ahead and let's figure out the next number in our group of numbers so he can get over to Squirtle and maybe even give Squirtle some of his chips. So we have 85, ribbit, 90. If we're skip counting by 5 and we're adding 5, what's our next number in our pattern then? 95, very good. So I'm gonna write the number 95. We are going to make our ribbit jump. Very good. What comes next? What is a 95 plus 5? There's a bigger number now. 100. That's a big jump, right? So let's go ahead, make our ribbit jump to 100. So now we're in 3-digit numbers. Those are some big numbers. But what is 100 plus 5? 105, very good. So I'm gonna write 105. We're gonna make our ribbit jump. Very good. So we have one more jump that Skip Count Frog needs to make to get to Squirtle. So what is 105 plus 5? Put your finger on 105 on your 120 chart if you're using it. Make 5 jumps forward. What do you land on? Or 105 plus 5. Tell me your answer. Yes, good job! 110. We make our last, let's make this a loud ribbit jump. Ready? Ribbit! And Squirtle and Skip Count Frog are back together again. Skip Count Frog, are you gonna share your chips with Squirtle? Yeah, he's gonna share his chips that he was eating. Very good job. Thank you for helping. Skip Count Frog, Squirtle, do you say thank you too? They say thank you for reuniting them. That was a lot of jumps. I bet you are so tired, Skip Count Frog. I'm tired. We did a lot of jumping today, right, everybody? Fantastic job. Now it's your turn to practice and have some fun. You have in your week 1 packet a skip count card activity where you have these number lines that look like this, but they don't have any numbers on it because you get to pick a card. It's gonna tell you what number to start on, what to skip by, like we skip count by 5s, but it's going to tell you to skip count forward by adding or skip count backward and do subtracting. Very good job. You did an incredible job, my friends. Until next time, we will see you. Skip Count Frog, thank you for being our special guest during our lesson today. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.